The producers of Love is Blind, why are you getting us people that should be in rehab? I don't understand this. Is it because you want us to keep talking like this on YouTube? Now I have created a YouTube channel to talk about people that should be in rehab. Is that what you wanted, Love is Blind? Is that what you wanted? Well, you've got it now. Because girls, if you're going to go through a guy's stuff, his phone, as soon as you find that he's cheating, you need to break up with him and leave. Don't go through his phone. You find that he's cheating and you're still there. What is that about? Hello everybody, welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl here, Missy Callow. I hope you're all having an amazing day, an amazing week. If you're new to my channel, at the moment I'm reviewing Love is Blind Season 5. Today's video is going to be on episode 7. If you have not watched any of my other episodes, head over to obviously my other videos and watch episode 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. And before you head over to this video, 7. So today's all about episode 7. So episode 7 kicks off with when we was in a restaurant with Aliyah and Uche. So Aliyah started off saying how much she loves Uche, that she feels like probably she made a mistake leaving him like that, not saying anything, that she still loves him. And then Uche starts saying, like, I love you. I was about to propose to you, but you walked out without letting me know. That is something that I don't know if I can get over it. Now that this has happened between me and you, it has created doubts in my head. And I'm sure you've got doubts as well in your head when it comes to this relationship. And then Aliyah is like, the only reason I have developed doubt is because the way Lydia was talking about how you guys were. Like how she knew the color of your car, the size of your microphone, the dogs that you have, the names of your dog, the family, friends. She knew everything. So it created doubt in my head. And then Uche is like, it shouldn't, because I explained to you everything. You should have came to me if you're having doubt, because the last conversation we had, it didn't seem as if there was any doubt there. Like what you did, I don't know if I can ever forget it. And then the fact that I tried to reach out to you, you unfollow me on Instagram, and then you follow me back. You sent me a voice message before I could even read a voice message. You unfollow me and then you block me. So I had 48 hours trying to get through to you, and then you unblocked me and then you followed me back. Seriously, Aliyah, what kind of behavior is this? Are we 5 now? I'm following people, blocking people, and blocking people, and then following people back. What is this behavior? The guy explained to you in the pod that the reason why he couldn't tell you about Lydia, it was because of the producers. The producers told him not to say it. And then the producer told him when he should tell you everything. And then he told you everything. You know how these shows run. And then you go follow him, unfollow him. After you go home, why are you following it and following, and then you send him a voice message, and when he's about to listen to it, you block it? This is childish behavior, Aliyah. I don't know if a lot of girls on your side, but I'm not on your side. I'm sorry. Before I was on an Uche side until I found that Uche messaged me on Instagram telling me that his hand was tied up. He couldn't tell you earlier, and he couldn't not listen to the producers because there's contract they signed, and he needs to obey by that contract. And you know that, but you still went home. So you couldn't wait one day. And I know why you did that, because you felt like Uche would not like you because you are black and Lydia is white. So you thought probably Uche will find me not his type. Because I believe if Lydia was black, she would have stayed. If Lydia was black, Aliyah would have stayed. That's what I believe. And then Uche's like, that's not fair, that's not good. That's like destroying what we had. And then he was like, you leaving this experiment is like you're separating the relationship that we have built with the experiment. You're separating it, but they're one thing. This is our situation. We're supposed to go through this. We're supposed to overcome this. If we cannot go through this, that means we can never go through anything else that may come our way. Uche explains to Aliyah and says to Aliyah, the reason why I didn't go into deep of the situation between me and Lydia is because I didn't want to bash her. I didn't want to go into a situation where you were thinking wow, this is what Uche does. When he breaks up with his ex or these women, he bashed them, he speaks down upon them. So that means he's going to do it to me. And that's what Uche said. That's why I didn't tell you earlier about what happened between me and Lydia, because I didn't want you to think I'm the kind of guy who breaks up with these girls and then bash them and put them down. That's what I didn't want to go into deep. So I want to explain to you now what happened between me and Lydia. He said me and Lydia was going very well. The relationship was going well. She's the type of girl that will, you know, do anything for her man. But something weird about Lydia, which he tells Aaliyah, when Uche says she started to invade my privacy. So Uche saying Lydia started to invade my privacy to the point where people that I follow, or girls or women that I follow on Instagram, she started to watch their stories for weeks. So these girls now starting to message me and say, Uche, do you know these girls? I mean, these girls started messaging me saying, Uche, do you know this girl? And then Uche would be like, yeah, that's Lydia. And then these girls would be like, this girl's been on my stories for weeks, watching it in and out every time I'm seeing her face. And I can see that she's connected to you, Uche. What is going on? And then Uche tells Aaliyah that's what she was doing. It's so bad that she was going through my stuff. So I decided, you know what? This is not working, because it came to the point where this girl knew, like she done everything to know everything about me. She tried to please me in every way she could. Uche tells Aaliyah. It came to some point where I was like, no, I can't deal with this girl anymore. So I broke up with Lydia. Uche tells Aaliyah. And then something happened to Lydia. I think she lost a friend. She had some loss that has happened. So she was feeling down. And then Uche reached out to Lydia again because she lost somebody. So they start talking again. When they start talking again, I think Uche said he gave Lydia another chance. But that was a mistake. So she still continued doing what she was doing, going through his privacy. To the point where Lydia took a picture of Uche's driveway and says, I see you. I see what you're doing, Uche. So basically, Lydia was stalking the guy that she was seeing. I told you this girl was on crack. Guys, didn't I tell that this girl was on crack? Didn't I tell that Lydia was on her way to therapy and then she met one of the producers of Love is Blind and she thought that Love is Blind is one of the rehab programs. She really thought Love is Blind is one of the rehab programs. And then Uche explains that she was doing that, and then to the point where he couldn't continue anymore. It's like, I need to completely let go of this relationship. It can't continue. It's not working. Like, this girl needs help. And then Aaliyah's like, I wish I knew this. Like, she's thinking, I wish I knew this. So this girl that was talking to me, she was crazy. She was a nutcase. Like, she was like, you know, Uche, I still love you. I still want to be with you. You know, I didn't know that you were dating a nutcase. Now I know. Maybe we can sort things out. And then Uche's like, no, it's too late because I don't trust you. You don't trust me. This experiment was the opportunity for us to face our fear. For me, it was the fact that I wasn't running away from my past. Now I was facing my past in the way I was communicating it with you, and I wanted to overcome it. I wanted to be confident in me, and for you it was the same thing. It was an opportunity for you to grow confident in yourself and to be able to overcome this situation and not run away. Me is to face my past, you Aaliyah, not to run away from hard situation. This experiment was all about that, and we have failed it completely because of Lydia and the Love is Blind producers. That's what Uche tells Aaliyah. That's what Uche tells Aaliyah. And Aaliyah was like, okay, so what are we gonna do now? And Uche's like, we're done. We're done, Aaliyah. I can't continue the dishonest. I can't continue with a girl when we're faced with situation. You'll run away instead of talking to me, that you have doubts. Instead of talking to me, communicating with me, you decided to run away. And when I try to communicate with you, you unfollow me, block me, follow me, block me. So I can't continue with this anymore. Uche tells Aaliyah. And Aaliyah's like, fine. This is a sad situation. I hope, Uche, that the producer never told you not to tell Aaliyah how your situation or your relationship was with Lydia. I hope not. Because if they didn't tell you not to say that and you chose not to say that to Lydia just because you didn't want to bash Lydia, and I hope that is not the case, that you didn't want to tell Aaliyah that because you didn't want to bash Lydia. In a way, it will seem that like that to Aaliyah. You were wrong. You was absolutely wrong. You should have bashed the girl. You should have bashed the girl because Lydia's got a game. What Aaliyah said, the ending of episode 5, like she might have known that you was on the show because she checked your email. It's not that she might have. She hacked your email, Uche. The girl hacked your email. And you should have known that you had a stalker. The girl that was going through Instagram, your friends that you're throwing through Instagram, the girls, and watching their story for weeks, and they're showing you screenshot, should have clocked on straight away that this girl's a stalker, and you should have told Aaliyah straight away the problem that you had with Lydia, why you broken up with Lydia, that she was a stalker. So at least Aaliyah will have her guards up. You even said that you wish you told Aaliyah first so she can have her guards up about Lydia. Maybe she would not have walked out and went home and be like, you know what, I might be black, she might be white, but I feel like this guy will like me when he sees me because the girl's a freaking stalker. She needs help. She needs rehab. Seriously, Uche, you should have done that. You shouldn't think, oh, you're bashing, Aaliyah might see that you're the type of guy that brings down your ex and you might do the same to her. No! Times like this is dog eat dog. There's crazy women out there. There are crazy women out there. Seriously, Uche. There's crazy women out there that will do crazy things. Especially women that after marriage and they become so desperate, they'll do anything. So that's my thoughts. I feel like Aaliyah was wrong for walking out. Aaliyah was wrong for walking out on Uche, and Uche should have told Aaliyah the relationship she had with Lydia, how it was, the stalking, how she was so into him to the fact that it was creepy. He should have told Lydia, unless the producers told Uche not to say anything. But if they didn't, Uche is at fault. But I understand Aaliyah as well, being in that situation when the guy has not seen you yet, but you have seen his ex, can put down your confidence. It can. Especially if you're looking at the ex and you're thinking, wow, she's nothing like me. I'm not white. She's got the body. I don't have that body. It will put your confidence down. You'll think that this guy will not like me because he has not even seen me. If it was like they're walking down the road and then Uche stopped Aaliyah and say, I want your number, it will be a different situation. But this is not the case. They was only able to build an emotional connection without seeing each other. So that's why I understand Aaliyah's side and also understand Uche's side. The people that I feel are the problem or at fault is the producers. I feel like Love is Blind producers, they're the villain in this situation. They ruined the relationship between Aaliyah and Uche. It's the producers, Netflix producers, stopping Uche from telling Aaliyah the truth. They're the one who have ruined this. Just because they want some drama and views. Like I said, these are real people. They're looking for real relationship. They're looking for real connection. This marriage is not fake, it's actually real. So the producers, you guys need to see how sometimes you go about creating this drama. Don't create drama that will ruin a perfect, probably could have been a perfect relationship. So you guys need to watch out how you do your drama. The next scene we see is Tracy and Izzy. So Tracy go visit Izzy's flat. To be honest with you, it's very clean for a bachelor. Very, very clean. Bachelors, most bachelors, their houses are clean because they don't cook, they don't do much. If you go inside a single man's house and the house is dirty, run girls, run, because it should be clean, because They're not doing that much cooking. They live by themselves. So the first thing we see is Izzy's kitchen. I like his kitchen, it's very nice. So they go inside the bedroom and we find that he hasn't got a nightstand. And then Tracy's like, you should have a nightstand because you're a bachelor. You're going to have single girls coming in, probably leaving things behind or want to put it in a nightstand. And then Izzy's like, wait a minute. Tracy, I've got something for you. I don't have a nightstand, but I've got something better. Lost and found drawer in the bathroom where I keep all the girls that I have slept with, one night stand, they've left their earrings, the necklace, the spend knickers, I put it there and I wanted you to see it. So Tracy sees this lost and found and goes to Izzy, why are you keeping this? And Izzy's like, I wanted to keep it because I wanted to show you who I am. I wanted to show you the real Izzy, the player Izzy. Why should I hide it? And then Tracy's like, you should hide it because right now you're looking for a serious relationship and you knew when you get engaged, I'll come and look at your flat. I'll come and look at your apartment. Yeah? And I'll come and see it. So why do you want to let me know that you were sleeping around in the past? And then Izzy's like, why is it a problem knowing that I sleep around in the past? Why is it a problem that I'm telling you now that I've stopped sleeping around? And I'm showing you evidence that I used to sleep around, but now I've stopped. So what's the problem, Tracy? Tracy's like, that's a problem. That is a problem. You shouldn't have these things around. You should just throw it away. Why are you keeping it for? Let me tell you, Tracy, why Izzy's keeping it. There are his trophy. He's looking at, when he looks at the earrings, thinking, I banged that girl last night. That girl sang to my microphone. That girl twisted it around. That necklace remind me when we had apples and cream that time. Boom, that necklace remind me of the day when she twisted me around. So he has this stuff for his trophy. There are his trophy. It's so hard sometimes to let go of trophy. It's just like serial killers. When serial killers go around killing people, they keep something behind of they take something of their victims. So serial killer, when they kill somebody, they take something of their victim. So it's like a trophy to them to remind them how they killed the person, where they buried the person, the feeling they felt. That's what they'll keep something of the victim that they've murdered. Same with Izzy. He's keeping these earrings, necklace and stuff to remind himself how the one night stand was. That's what Izzy's doing. He's keeping this as trophy to remind himself how the one night stand was. Simple as that, Tracy. So they go around the kitchen and we discovered that Izzy don't like washing the dishes. We discovered that Izzy does not like washing the dishes. So he's got everything plastic that he can throw away. And then Tracy's like, so you're trying to say, if I come over, you cook me meal, you're going to make me eat it on a plastic plate? And Izzy's like, why not? And she's like, no, you can't do that. We need plates. We need real glass. You can't make me eat on a plastic. Look at me. I'm expensive. I'm expensive girl. I eat in this expensive place. I'm going to get married to a guy that eats with a plastic fork. And then Izzy's like, you are materialistic, girl. You are materialistic and I'm not feeling this. You should be able to eat with plastic plate, drink with plastic cup, and you shouldn't get upset. And then Tracy's like, no, I don't know if I can deal with this. First of all, I found you lost and found drawer where all the girls that you slept with one last time, you left it there for me to see as your trophy, that to remind me or to let me know that you used to be a player. And now I have to eat with plastic cup. I can't take this anymore. Izzy, what kind of man are you? Tracy walks out crying. Izzy comes and comfort her and be like, don't worry girl, I'm only joking, you're not materialistic. I won't make you eat with plastic fork, I promise. And them trophies, I'm going to throw them away. That was the end of that. The thing we see is Milton and Lydia going to meet Lydia's mum and brother in the restaurant. So they sit down and then Lydia's mum asks Milton, why do you want to marry my daughter? What is it that my daughter, how makes you feel like, why is she the one? And then he was like, she gets me, I get her. When we're together, we're like kids, we're very playful. At the same time, Lydia's loud. and at the same time she's very peaceful, and I like that. Then they start talking about kids, and then the mother said, do you want kids? And he's like, I want 3. And the mother's like, that's good. And he's like, I want 2 actually, 1 adopted. And then Lydia's like, it's something that we discussed about. And then the mum's like, okay. And then yeah, nothing much went on in that scene. And then you can just tell like Lydia's family, they like Milton. They really like Milton because they just want their daughter to get married. I think Lydia's mum just wants her daughter to get married so she can have peace. She'd probably have conversation every day about marriage with Lydia. I think like Lydia talks about marriage to her mum every day, and her mum is tired and just wants something to, her mum just wants somebody to take Lydia off her and get married, so she doesn't need to hear about marriage. She doesn't need to hear about marriage anymore. When it comes to Lydia, she doesn't want Lydia to talk about marriage to her anymore, basically. She just wants somebody to take her away so she can have peace and not hear the word marriage anymore. So that's why I feel like Lydia's family, mum and brother, they're on this. They're on this. They don't even care about Milton's age. They don't even care that he's 24. They just want their daughter off. Yeah. That's what I picked up on Lydia's family. So the next thing we see is Tracy and Izzy go meet Tracy's family. So they sit down now, they start talking. The family asks Izzy, why do you want to get married to Tracy? He's like, Tracy thinks like me. The first thing I'm thinking of, Tracy thinks it. So me and Tracy were like one. That's what I want to get married to Tracy. And also we have that connection, we have that bond. She really loves me, I really love her. And then Tracy started talking about the little argument they had about financial issue, the 50-50. And then Tracy's family told Izzy, you know what? This girl likes to go on holiday. Not any type of holiday, expensive holiday. And we expect you to be able to afford it with her and go on holiday. And then Tracy's like, Izzy has never been out before, out of Houston. He's never even been to France. He hasn't even been to New York. He hasn't even got a passport. Oh, I have to show this boy how to travel. And the family's like, you better start traveling with Tracy, because when she gets married to you, Izzy, you better not stop her habit of traveling, because she needs to keep it up. She needs to travel every week, Izzy, and you need to be able to deal with that. You need to be able to support her mission, her habit, everything that she wants to do when it comes to her travel, when it comes to her going to expensive restaurant. And then Izzy's like, yeah, we had a discussion about that. Yeah, and we had our first argument about plastic fork and plate. And then Tracy's like, he called me materialistic. You know, our first argument. And then Izzy's like, that first argument brought us closer together. You know, I never thought I was even closer to Izzy and Tracy before, until we had that argument about plastic and plate, and how I was keeping trophies of my one night stands in my lost and found jewels. Izzy tells that to Tracy's family, and Tracy's family like, we see this going somewhere now. We do, because they asked Izzy about his career, like, what are you doing? He's like, I'm in a insurance agent's field. I just started a job. When I started, I had to go on Love is Blind. Don't worry, when I return, you know, I still got my job back, so I'll still be able to take your daughter to expensive restaurant. And then Izzy and Tracy's dad have a conversation, and Tracy's dad sits Izzy down and said, you better take care of my daughter. Remember in the living room, I told you a story how we were going to France. One luggage is full of shoes. Just one luggage is full of shoes. Like, so it's telling you, like, these girls like to shop. They like to shop, not any other shop, expensive shop. And then Izzy's like, I'm going to try my best to, you know, to make Tracy happy financially. I want to support her. And then Tracy's dad is like, I'm not saying love is all about money, but when it comes to my daughter, it's about money. Okay, you need to support her financially, because I don't want it to come back to me. So I take that responsibility. As soon as you marry my daughter, she becomes a responsibility. You need to take care of everything about her, whether it's the house, whether it's the restaurant, whether it's the shoes, whether it's the damn holiday she goes to every week, Izzy. You need to be able to support that. That's Tracy's dad telling Izzy that. And Izzy's like, yeah, I'm going to support it. If it means I have to get 100 jobs, I'm going to get it. If it means I need to try and increase my salary sometime, I'm going to do it, because I love Tracy. So that was the conversation between Izzy and Tracy's dad. The next scene is we see all the contestants meet up and the ones that never made it to the pods. Yeah, but we didn't see Taylor and JP because JP can't stand makeup. So JP has gone to the jungle, to the rainforest to find his natural girl. So we cannot and we will not see JP at the moment. He's probably climbing trees and saying to his natural girl in the forest or in the jungle somewhere how pretty she looks without makeup. So we see all the contestants that didn't make it, and also we see who comes in. Johnny, yes papa, turning light, no papa. Johnny walks in, she walks in by herself, sits down, and then one of the contestants tells Izzy, look, that's Johnny. And then Izzy sees Johnny, like, I need to speak to Johnny. Okay, they sit down. And then Izzy's like, you know what, I had a deeper connection with you. I felt that the relationship was going somewhere. But as soon as I sensed it wasn't going anywhere, I made it clear to you, Johnny, that this is not working. I never played with you, I didn't lie. The thing I didn't like is how you twisted your word and lied between me and Chris. And then Johnny's like, that's not true, I never lied. And then Chris is like, no, you were Johnny, yes, papa. Telling lies, yes, papa. Open your mouth, lies. And Izzy's like, yes, you did lie. Because with Chris, you're telling Chris, I'm breaking up with Chris because you're more a softer option. I'm used to this soft option. And I want to try adventurous, exciting, something I'm not used to. I want to try that, and which is Izzy. So when you go to Izzy, you're telling Izzy that, Chris is a softer option. I'm used to that soft option. I want to try something more excited and all of that. So you say that to Chris. But when it didn't work out for you, when I broke up with you, so Izzy said, when I broke up with you start twisting your word. You said to Chris, I don't like excitement. I had excitement before. I want a easy option, a softer option. I want a guy like you, who's easy, who's soft. The guy that I never had, I never tried, Chris. This is the guy that I want. But to me, Izzy, you're telling me you're used to the softer option. You're used to the nice guy. You're used to the nice guy. You don't want the nice guy anymore. You don't want that soft option anymore. You want more excitement. You want more drama. You want more dramatic. That's what Izzy tells Johnny. And Johnny's like, okay. I know I twisted the words a bit. But I was invested in you. I was invested in you, Izzy. I was invested in you, Izzy. It wasn't that I had other option. You were my number one. And then Izzy's like, no. I wasn't the only one. And then Johnny's like, no, you were the only one because Chris is my number two. And right now I'm back with Chris and I'm trying to make Chris, I'm trying to, what did she say? I'm trying to make it up to Chris for being number two. Chris, what are you doing? Going back to Johnny. Apparently they met at the airport and then Chris saw Johnny and recognized Johnny and be like, oh my God, I still love this girl. And went for Johnny. Johnny was there lying down thinking, I wanted Izzy. I really wanted Izzy. And then you meet her at the airport and then you got back with her. Chris, it's the streets that cold, like you can't find better. It's the street that dry that you can't find a better Johnny. Do you have to go back to a girl that lied to you when she was rejected, came back to you straight away? Straight away. She came back to you straight away. Not even 48 hours, she came back to you straight away. And when she broke up with you, when Johnny broke up with you, Chris, she didn't cry. We didn't see tears. We didn't see remorse. We don't see no regret. She was actually happy to break up with you, Chris. So what are you doing? Going back to Johnny. And then Johnny tells Izzy, look, I'm trying to make it up to my number two. So you were my number one. I was invested in you. And then Izzy's like, you know what? You're very sketchy. You know, I heard a lot of girls were talking about how you're talking, bad. So you're very sketchy. And then Johnny's like, how am I sketchy? I'm not sketchy. And then Izzy's like, yes, you are sketchy. And it's like, and she was like, you know what, I don't want to continue this conversation anymore. I'm off. I'm gone. Then she goes to Chris, her pillow, her second choice, and start crying. Saying, Chris, Izzy called me sketchy. She's basically trying to say I'm fake. I'm a fake person. Yes, you are, Johnny. You are fake. It's just Chris is too dumb to see it. Chris is that kind of person, hasn't been in a long relationship probably before. Chris is that kind of person, probably his dating life is so bad, that's why he had to come on Love is Blind, to actually find somebody, because he's too sweet. Out there he was getting eaten by dogs. So he had to come on Love is Blind. That's the only option he had probably to find a girl like you, Johnny. That's what happened. So she started crying to Chris, and Chris is like, don't worry, you got me, the sweet guy. You can cheat on me. I could be your second option. I can be your third, fourth. I'm still going to be here, Johnny. So don't worry. Don't listen to Izzy. Listen to me. I'm the second choice. I still got your back. So what are you listening to Izzy crying for? Johnny, don't cry. I'm here. I'm here for you. I'm here for you from day and night. I'm going to be there. So don't worry. Seriously, Johnny, we see you're a fake person. You're very, very fake. We know for a fact you wasn't into Chris. He was too nice for you. You knew you were going to walk over him. And the fact you're saying, even my mum loves Chris. So you wanted something adventurous, something exciting. Because you always get safer option like Chris. Nice people like Chris. And then she said to Izzy, if I was sketchy, I wouldn't be with the nicest person like Chris. Girl, you know you will still be with Chris, because Chris is an idiot. At the moment, Chris is an idiot. That's why you still with Chris. That's why you can be with the nicest guy like Chris. Chris is nice and he's an idiot. I'm sorry, Chris. I hope you don't watch this review because you're an idiot. This girl's taking you for a monk. A monk. I don't even know if that's a word. That's what she's taking you as. And then you decide to open your arm and accept her. What for? Like I said, it's the streets that dry, Chris, that you can't find better. We'll leave it as that because I can go on. The way I supported you on my episode 4 review, Chris, I thought you clocked on that you can't be that stupid, but I was wrong. You are stupid, Chris. I was wrong. You are stupid for taking Johnny back. Anyway, the next scene we see Uche. Hey! Uche walks in. He goes directly to Lydia. He says, Lydia, I want to talk to you. And Lydia seems as if she does not want to talk to Uche at all. Lydia does not want to talk to Uche because she knows that Uche is going to expose her. That she's a stalker, she's a psycho, she needed to be in therapy. Like she's going to tell Milton the truth. That Milton's going to call the doctors now, they're going to get her and lock her in rehab. So she was like, I don't want to talk to Uche. Like, Uche, go away. I don't want to talk to you. And then Uche's like, no, girl, we're going to talk. So Uche pulls Lydia over. They go in the corner and start talking. And then Uche starts saying, you know what, Lydia? When we first met, you were so nice. You're the type of girl that I wanted. You did a lot for me. The communication was good. The connection was good. Like, I've never felt like this connection or love for this, a woman like you. You did everything for me. In fact, like, you found out my favorite color was blue. Then you started wearing blue every single day. I started seeing blue on you, Lydia. Not many girls would do that. You found out my favorite drink. Then you went and bought my favorite drink and you started drinking my favorite drink. And then you start buying my bottles every day, Lydia. Me and you start drinking my favorite drink. Not many girls would do that. So that shows that you really, really do love me. That you really did love me. And then Lydia's like, I did love you. But you're being dishonest. Weren't you, Lydia? You're being dishonest. You comforted me regarding something and you wasn't being honest how you found out about it. Oh, what are you saying, Uche? What are you saying, Uche? Please, Uche, I don't want to talk about this. I've moved on. Haven't you moved on? You got your connection. Look, I've moved on. I'm with Milton. I don't want to talk about this. And Uche's like, we're going to talk about this. Because you ruined my relationship with Aaliyah, and then you think you can continue Milton like that without Milton knowing that how the psycho you are, the stalker you are. And Uche's like, no, I'm gonna tell everybody the truth. I'm gonna tell Milton the truth. If I can't have my connection and get married, you're not, Lydia. You're not going down free. I got you, Lydia. And then Uche's like, no. You know why. You found out this information. You found out. Tell the truth. Be honest. Girls that was following me, message me and tell me that you were stalking them through their stories on Instagram. Look, Uche shows Lydia the screenshot. Look, the messages they're sending me that you've been stalking them on their Instagram, on their story for weeks. I don't know what you're talking about, Uche. I don't know what you're talking about. That's Lydia. I don't know what you're talking about. I really don't know. And Uche's like, shut the hell up and watch the screen. You were screenshotting. I mean, these girls sent me screenshot of you stalking them. Lydia, you are a stalker. Lydia, you are a stalker. And then Lydia's like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Lydia storms off. And then Uche's like, we need to continue. And then one of the girls tells Milton and says to Milton, Milton, where are you coming from? Oh, I came from the toilet taking a piss. Don't you know that your girl Lydia is arguing with Uche in that corner? And then Milton's like, oh my God, no, I have to be a hero and rescue Lydia. I don't want to rescue Lydia. Oh my God, let me just show that I care. So Milton goes and sits down next to Lydia and Uche once he was told that his wife-to-be is having an argument with Uche. And then Milton asks Uche, like, what is going on? Like, Lydia, let's go. Like, let's go. Let us leave it at this. I don't know what's happening. And then Uche's told Milton, like, I'm talking to her. We're having a discussion. After I speak to Lydia, I'm going to come and speak to you. And then Milton's like, no. We need to go somewhere in 10 minutes. And then Lydia said, wait, let me just speak to him, Milton. And Milton's like, okay. He went straight away. He's like, oh, thank God I've been rescued. Lydia, I wanted you to say that. Don't worry. I'll speak to Uche so I can just leave this conversation because I don't want to be part of it. I don't want to be a hero. Uche's like, Milton's like, okay. He leaves them to have their conversation. And then Uche's like, Lydia, you know why you found that information that you found out. You wasn't being honest. And then Lydia's like, you wasn't being honest. He said, at that point, I became honest. Honest was my name. Honest became my surname. At that point, Lydia, I was honest. You were not honest how you found this information. And then Lydia started, hyping up. She started getting angry. It's like, no, Uche, you can't be saying that you was not being honest. You would not be honest. Be honest now. This is the perfect time to be honest. Uche's like, calm down. We're talking. Calm down. I'm trying to tell you something, Lydia, that you need to change. Lydia, he said, Lydia, I got back to you. Remember when we broke up? I got back to you. Things were going great, Lydia. Things were going perfect. You went back to rehab. You went back to therapy. Uche said you went back to therapy. Things were going great. And then you took a picture of my driveway and sent it to me, Lydia. What was that about? Oh, leave me alone. I don't want to talk about this, Uche. Why are you trying to paint me as a psycho? I'm not a psycho. Lydia's and Uche's like, look, I thought you changed when you went to rehab, when you went to therapy, but you didn't change. Sending me pictures saying on the picture, on the screenshot of the picture saying, I see you. Lydia, what is that about? Lydia's like, I don't want to discuss it anymore. I don't want to discuss this anymore, Uche. What are you playing at? I know what you did to me. You were 16. Sending texts about sex to a girl. So you cheated on me, Uche. You were sleeping with another girl, Uche. So you're not innocent. Uche's like, even if I was sleeping with another girl, you went through my phone, you went through my stuff. Now, ladies, Lydia's the type of girl where she don't have self-confidence. So she'll go through a guy's stuff, she finds out the guy's cheating, but she won't break up with the guy. So why are you going through Uche's stuff when Uche's the one end up breaking up with you several times and he's the one end up getting you back, as in bringing you back to his life, as in getting you back, breaking up with you. Like Uche said, if he wants you, he'll have you. So why are you going through his stuff to find out he cheated on you, but you still wouldn't break up with him? Because girls, if you're going to go through a guy's stuff, his phone, as soon as you find that he's cheating, you need to break up with him and leave. Don't go through his phone, you find that he's cheating and you're still there. What is that about? So you just basically, you're just bringing drama upon yourself. You weren't able to sleep. You'll be, thinking about the text message. You'll be thinking like my boyfriend, my husband cheated on me, but you're not willing to leave. Like, why would you want to go through that suffering? Girls, do not go through your husband or your boyfriend's phone when you know you won't leave them, even if you find that he's cheating. So don't leave it. Lydia's the type of girl where going through Uche's phone, but she won't leave him, even if she found Uche naked like this, with another girl like this. She will still be in that relationship. So Lydia storms off, and then Uche's like, Milton, I need to speak with you. And Milton's like, oh God, I just came here. I just came to this reunion right now with the other contestant. All I want to do is eat my burger, piss in the toilet, and just chill. Now I have to be part of this drama. What the hell is this? Why can't I just be free? And Lydia shouts, Milton, let's go. And then Uche's like, no. Milton, we need to speak. You can't leave yet. And that was the ending of episode 7, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this review. I tried to be as quick as possible, fun as possible, realistic as possible. But girls, I'm being very, 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 very serious now. I'm going to give a little message. We shouldn't be desperate for marriage. Marriage will come. If it's something that you value and you want, especially if you're religious, it will come. It will come at the right time. Don't lower your standard like that. I feel like Lydia had lowered her standard because Milton is not her type. Milton is not something she wants. But she feels that she's good enough to be with Milton, that Milton won't cheat on her. She'll have control over Milton. But she don't understand. Milton is not stupid. He's an engineer. He might be young. He might not have experience in relationship, but he's definitely not stupid. Because she wants to settle with Milton because she feels like she wouldn't do the things that she did to Uche with Milton because Milton's a good guy. She don't need to go through Milton's phone. But if she's a girl, she already done it, she'll probably will do it. She'll be like, you know what? This guy's told me he's gone to a Pokemon challenge with his nerd friend. But let me just check through his phone just to see if it is true because it's something I do anyway. So for a woman to be doing that, she really don't have confidence in herself and she's got trust issues. Lydia has got trust issues. That's what she has. She never trusted Uche in the beginning. So she's trying to settle for somebody that she's not really physically attracted to and forcing it so she doesn't go through the cheating stage thinking that Milton will cheat on her. She doesn't need to go through that because she knows, 100% she knows that Milton wouldn't cheat. Because the way he is, the kind of person he is, value and morals, the kind of person he is, he wouldn't cheat. And Uche probably cheated on you, Lydia, because you're crazy. You're absolutely crazy. Probably that's what Uche cheated on you. You're too clingy. You want to do everything for the guy. You want to make the guy happy. You got no boundary. Like, if the guy said, drink this urine, Lydia, you will drink it. If Uche said, drink this urine, you will drink it because you don't have your own mindset. You're not going to be like, no, I'm not going to do it. So Lydia needs help, guys. The producers of Love is Blind, why are you getting us people that should be in rehab? I don't understand this. Is it because you want us to keep talking like this on YouTube? Now I have created a YouTube channel to talk about people that should be in rehab. Is that what you wanted, Love is Blind? Is that what you wanted? Well, you've got it now. Content for you. This is the channel for you guys. So don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Comment, guys. I want to know your opinions, especially with Uche, Aliyah, Lydia, Johnny, and Chris going back to Johnny. Please, guys, I want to hear your thoughts on that, especially Lydia being a stalker. So, guys, I'll see you guys in my next video. Ciao, ciao.